we go. And we are live, I believe. The spinny wheel's going. Hello and welcome to Work in Progress Wednesdays. Work in Progress. That's our jingle now. How do you guys like it?
It's unique.
And
It's something.
we are most definitely live.
We are most definitely live. Thank you for confirming that. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I'm joined this Wednesday by my dear Work in Progress Wednesday friends, Kajan. Say hello,
Hi.
Kajan.
Hi everyone.
And DarthBob.
Hello, coming at you from gloomy Chicago.
Ooh, delicious. This is the part where I break things, trying to see if I can get Brother Pink in here. So, what have you guys been doing this week? Talk to me about your hobby exploits this week, if you've had any.
We'll let DarthBob go first.
I have not done anything. Yeah, I've been just out of town working in Chicago, so all my hobby stuff is back home. And though I have hit up a couple like little local hobby shops, just kind of
Oh,
scoping
good
out what
man.
the local fair has to offer, and yeah, it's been pretty cool. But I've managed to have self restraint and not buy anything. But I think
What does the local fair offer? What have you seen?
it's been there's been a pretty good amount of like little like friendly local game stores. I don't have a ton of friendly local game stores around me. Like it's a lot of it's like Hobbytown USA, and then they have like a couple tables in the
I
back
have
where
no
some
idea what that
Warhammer
thing is.
nerds.
What is Hobbytown USA like? I have no idea.
It's kind of like Hobby Lobby, but not homophobic.
Oh, I don't even know Hobby Lobby, man. Like,
Mm.
I've not been to any of these places in the U.S.
It's basically just like a craft store. It's kind of like Michael's, but they're more like they have more niche stuff. Like you could buy
Yeah.
like plastic card and model railroad stuff, and they usually have like model kits and all that kind of stuff. Um, but as far as like gaming stores, we don't have a ton of gaming stores in the city I live in specifically. Um, it's mostly like comic book stores that also sell game stuff, but we don't have a lot of like dedicated game stores, like tabletop game stores, at least not within like
Yeah.
a reasonable driving distance of me. Um, at
Okay.
least, well, I term reasonable driving distance is like 15 minutes from my house because that's where how far I want to drive to go pick up random hobby supplies. But um, yeah, I mean the it seems like there's a pretty healthy hobby community around here. I think I'm gonna be coming back home this Friday, um, and I'm gonna work on some stuff. But I think I want to try and get together like some kind of like travel kit that I can just bring along, like some sculpting tools and uh hobby knife and a small selection of stuff that I'm working on, so I can actually work on my hobbies because I have been itching to do it, but I was um I was a dummy and didn't pack anything.
Brother Pink is asking a very important question about Hobby Lobby. He wants to know if they didn't sell some stolen artifacts at one point.
I
I'm
just
not
got Brother Pink
familiar
in the
with
voice
that.
chat, so he should be joining up.
They sold stolen stuff? I did not know about that. The
Hey,
closest
Brother
Hobby
Pink, why
Lobby
don't you
to
come to
me
the
is
voice
in like
chat on the Discord server and tell us all about it?
yeah, the closest Hobby Lobby to me is like 40 minutes away. That's why I just go like usually when I get hobby supplies, if I'm picking up like super glue or plastic card or whatever, I usually go to Hobbytown because that's literally like 5 minutes from my house. But yeah, I know Hobby Lobby's had a lot of controversy specifically surrounding like they're kind of like Chick-fil-A in that they've got some kind of sketchy ownership in terms of like who they like some fundraising that they have like going towards like homophobic organizations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Uh, I think you need to add him to the
I did.
Mm,
I added him to the special guest role,
okay.
and then I added the special guest role to this channel. He should be good. Permissions, special guest. Do I need to... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm an idiot. 1 sec.
And
Invite.
while you are figuring that out, M. Not David said they sold stolen stuff for a hot minute. So apparently it's confirmed they sold stolen artifacts at one point or another.
Okay. Brother Pink. I think Brother Pink's in. Sorry, buddy. I added you, but I half added you. How's it going, Brother Pink? Thanks for joining.
Not bad. All I have here is Hobby Lobby illegal antiques shed light on a lost, looted ancient city in Iraq.
What?
This is suddenly turning into Indiana
You heard it
Jones.
here first. This is some Tomb Raider shit.
Ancient artifacts seized from Hobby Lobby are shown at May 2nd event, returning artifacts to Iraq in Washington, D.C. Artifacts seized include cuneiform tablets from the little-known ancient city of Irisagrig. Cool name.
There's literally a
Cuneiform
Wikipedia
tablets?
article about this.
What the hell?
There's a
Why does
Wikipedia
Hobby Lobby
article
have
about this
these?
whole thing. I don't know. It sounds like they're they're like a hobby store by day, not
Roughly
Stolen
250
artifacts
artifact
tablets.
smuggling by night.
What? Go ahead, Boyo.
No, I'm just... Hold on, I gotta scan this article.
I mean,
Wow.
I'm
that's
just
something
trying
else.
to wrap my head around this. I mean, I right now I'm imagining some conference of some art thieves and stuff like that, and they're talking about their employers, and one of them goes, "Yeah, well, I'm working mainly for Hobby Lobby."
I think, actually, they were buying them for their, the son... I don't know, I'm not very good at reading. They bought them
Were they
for
trying to use them for
1.6 million,
scenery?
so I don't think they were going to sell them at Hobby Lobby. I think they were going to make a museum and display these cuneiform tablets, but...
Okay, speaking of strange treasures and cuneiform tablets, I got a question for you.
Me?
As this is the everyone, all three of y'all, anyone who can see the YouTube stream right now, as this is the Work in Progress Wednesday stream, it comes the day after Tuesday, and you know what happens on Tuesday?
Rumor engine.
Rumor Engine, that's right, Kajan. So we're gonna try something new on this here Work in Progress Wednesday. It's called Name That
Yeah.
Hot Rumor.
That was awful. Name that rumor.
Was it better than the theme?
Nope.
Oh goddamn. Okay, so we got a thing. We got a Rumor Engine thing. Take a look at the thing. Tell me what you think of this thing. It's a pretty cool thing. I
Stolen
like it.
cuneiform tablets. That's what I think it is.
Yes! Congratulations, you got it right. This is a stolen cuneiform tablet for 300.
I
What's this thing?
think we can all agree it's definitely not a Tyranid.
You bastard.
Or is it? Maybe they're the ones taking the tablets.
How trippy would this be if this was a Tyranid? Whoa, that'd be nuts. That'd be a nuanced Tyranid.
want to.
They're learning their shapes.
either...
Circle, square, triangle, diamond.
I want to say it's either squats or something fantasy, something Warhammer.
When you say
fantasy.
squats, you mean the new squats?
Yeah, the
Votans?
Leagues of Votan.
Right.
Okay. Kajan, what are you saying?
I'm actually going to go with Necrons, and this is the first iterations of Baby's First Shapes toy.
Right.
For Necrons? For baby Necrons? Are they raising new, what are those guys called that are actually humans inside Necron bodies?
Pariahs.
Pariahs. Maybe these are for baby pariahs so they can practice their shapes.
Yeah.
That would actually
Come
be
on,
kinda
it's got to be
interesting.
Lizardmen.
I honestly,
could
Okay,
maybe
so
see
Brother
Lizard
Pink
Men.
says, what's that?
I was
What'd you
saying
say,
I could
DarthBob?
maybe see Lizardmen. Because the weapon does look like it's almost carved out of stone.
Yeah. These are good guesses. I was gonna guess, Seraphon, Lizardmen, or Necrons.
I'm going with Necrons because of the attachment at the bottom, which looks like a bolt and a piston.
Yeah, the attachment at the bottom weirds me out. I like everything but the attachment at the bottom. Like the weird, like there's like a weird cable thing or something. I don't know what that is. That doesn't look great, but the rest of it I really like.
I mean, I could
That is
imagine
pretty
it could be something Archeotech, and it's going to be AdMech, who some AdMech hero who's using some Archeotech or Alien Tech attached to its Macron droid or something like that.
That is interesting. Archeotech. That is a different interpretation that I hadn't considered, but that's actually a really cool one.
Oh, that's a good point, actually, because this Saturday they did, at the very end of the previews, they showed off something that looked kind of Dark Mechanicus. So I'm wondering if this is related to that.
But would you call Dark Mechanicus? Would you call that Archeotech, or would you call it like Demon Tech? I don't know.
Well, the Dark
line falls.
The Dark Mechanicum kind of uses whatever the fuck they want because they're like, they're basically like,
you can't stop me.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, against the machine spirit, fuck the machine spirit.
I don't believe in no machine spirit.
Yeah, they use alien tech. They use abominable intelligence. They don't care. They're just like science.
Wait, tell me more about abominable intelligence. Is that something?
It's just how the Imperium doesn't like AI.
Yeah.
The Dark Mechanicum doesn't care about that. If they'll do research into artificial intelligence. In fact, there was, I think, one of the biggest examples. I think they had like a Warlord Titan or some kind of Titan that was run completely on artificial intelligence.
It was the first,
cool.
the first novel in the Horus Heresy series, which was about how Mars fell, more or less, and it was about the schism between AdMech and what would remain the loyalists, and it was over the use of AI, and that's why Dark Mechanicus has AI and demon-possessed engines.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, I think
David
that
says
model...
he thinks the sword could be Beast Snaga, maybe. The geometry wouldn't look out of place, and Diana's here.
Yeah, that's
Beast Snaga.
That's
I could see Beast Snaga, totally.
I could definitely see orcs.
Really?
Yeah.
This doesn't say orc to me. It says maybe feral orcs, but I don't know.
Like, the piece itself isn't an orc piece, but they found it and stuck it on a piece of a pole, and they're swinging it around.
Yeah, it could be like a piece of Necron tech that they shoved onto something.
Doesn't work for me for some reason.
I can tell you why it doesn't work for you. It's the circle, square, triangle look. It's strangely generic, the holes they put in there. I mean, as I said, to me it looks a bit like a baby toy. You learn your first shapes with this thing.
The top of the blade and the bottom of the blade look very rough, like they were snapped off of something, and that's a total orc thing to do.
The top. I feel like it's just like designed to be like that, but maybe I'm wrong.
I think it looks old. To me, it looks old and carved.
Yeah.
That's why I'm guessing it's Necron or Archeotech. But it doesn't have the usual Necron shapes, so I don't think it. Probably not Necron, but it's so generic. That's my main problem with it. You say
generic, and I find that interesting because it feels very unique to me. Like when I think generic, I think of like power swords.
The shapes are generic. It's like the most I can't read an identity.
The geometric shapes.
Yeah, I can't read an identity. So far we always had some design language to the models.
Oh, dude, it's Slan.
Right. I think it's Slan. I think I'm down with Slan.
That would be crazy.
If it's Slan, who deserves the wheel?
Is it 40k Slan or is it what's it called?
Age of Sigmar Slan.
Age of Sigmar Slan. If it's Age of Sigmar Slan, I'm not that excited. If it's 40k Slan, I'm completely blown out of my mind.
Well, it'd also be weird if there's like a Slan faction and a Slanesh faction. Like that would just confuse newbies.
Yeah, they have to come up with some new stupid like GW IP name.
For Slan.
Just put a Z on the front. Zlan.
The leagues of Voslan.
Zaslan.
Yeah.
Zislanistan.
Oh, but on the topic of that one model that they kind of pseudo previewed at the end of the previews on Saturday, I definitely think it's Kelbor-Hal. That's my guess. I'm putting all my money on that. Kelbor-Hal was he was the fabricator general of the Mechanicum during the Horus Heresy, and he led the Traitor Mechanicum. And we don't know what happened to him after the Horus Heresy. So,
the model looks very thin and feminine, but it could be this dude.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a couple artistic interpretations of him. He is described as being really tall, gangly, mechanical monstrosity. So it could be. That's just my guess. Like
the right claw hand looks like a piece taken from another model. It looks like, I think that spider crawly thing had the same kind of hand on it. The chaos.
Yeah, I think there was a rumor engine with a big Mechanicus, dark mech looking claw.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the claw with the flamer in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely saw it in a DarthBob. So Kajan was there. We did our preview stream on the weekend. Watching the preview, Kajan was able to join us. He was in the chat though. Brother Pink was able to join us, but I wanted to ask. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong screen. I wanted to ask you, DarthBob, what you thought of the stuff that we saw on the weekend. So we can start with this goddamn Kelbor-Hal or whatever.
Mr. Pink, I gotta go to work. I'll ring you back up when I'm at work. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
Bye.
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 So I mean, from what we can see. From what we can see of the totally not Kelbor-Hal, I think just the description, Demon in the Machine, I think it's very obvious it's some kind of dark mech. Whether it's Kelbor-Hal or not, I don't know, but I definitely saw Dark Mechanicus mini, which will be really cool because it'll be actually, I think, other than demon engines, it will be the first actual official Dark Mechanicus. Or I keep saying Dark Mechanicus, but they never. The Mechanicus. This is super nerd here, but technically, Mechanicus is post Heresy loyalist version of the Mechanicum. Mechanicum was the Horus Heresy or Great Crusade era version of the. So it's Dark Mechanicum.
I wonder why I never realized that distinction.
Yeah, it's when you're talking with some lore nerd and you erroneously call them the Mechanicum, you're going to get an earful about how the Mechanicus is no longer the Mechanicum, and the Mechanicum is what they were called until the Heresy, and the Mechanicum is the one that split. They took over Mars, and basically a small resistance cell remained, which would later become the Mechanicus.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, so this is definitely a Dark Mechanicum model. I don't know if it's for sure Kelbor-Hal, but the fact that none of these Kelbor
I put a link to Lexicanum in the chat.
Yeah. I actually think it's actually pronounced Kelbor-Hal because I think it's supposed to be a reference to Hal.
Oh, like Hal?
Yeah.
From 2001?
2001. Yep. I think it's supposed to be a tongue-in-cheek reference.
He looks like he could be a spindly boy. And it says after his fall to chaos.
Yeah, and we don't know. He hasn't shown up, as far as I know, in any of the Siege of Terra books, so I predict we're going to find out what happened to him at the very end of the Heresy. But I don't think there's ever been an instance to what exactly happened to him. So I think this would be a good opportunity to bring him back, especially if it ties in with whatever Siege of Terra novel he's supposed to be showing up in, if he does show up in them. Mm-hmm. I think it'd be a good tie-in.
He could be a dark spindly boy.
And as you look at some of the art, that main piece of art, if you look at the overall piece, he's huge. He's towers over the Primarchs. He's gigantic. He's kind of what's his face? Call in that he's like really like so augmented that he's like basically inhuman now.
Oh, so like Dark Call, that would be really cool. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Let's see some images. Where's the
Maybe
bigger,
he
where's the
brings
bigger-
out the Chaos Primaris.
Oh God, please no. Can we just like make Chaos Space Marines cool and big, and not have to make them Chaos Primaris? Like I'm down to make them cool and big, but like they already had their chance and they left them small and weedy.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, so this is him with Primarchs? Like that's him with like Logar
Yeah,
or
there's
whatever the hell his name
like
is?
that main that one piece of art. There it is. Yeah, I mean that's a good example. Like he's huge. He's a big boy.
He's a big boy. He's got some things on his back. They don't exactly look like the kind of wings that this dude's got, but it could be a ascended version of him. That'd be cool.
Yeah, to my knowledge,
Well
this is, like,
spotted,
the only,
buddy.
This is the only like post heresy, like or at least during the heresy image of him. So theoretically, if he's been in the warp for the nebulous amount of time that being in the warp is, he could have changed. They might have tried to make him a little more chaosy, a little more scary. But regardless
So
of whether
my
it's
prediction
him,
for
I
this
definitely
model,
think it's Go
Dark
ahead.
Mech?
Yeah, for sure. It's
No,
definitely Darth.
my view of this model is that I think this silhouette looks amazing. I think that when we see the actual model, it won't be as amazing. I think it'll be cool, but like this picture here, where you kind of see it painted, sort of. I don't know. It doesn't look as cool to me here. I know this is a terrible picture, but this looks way cooler. I think it's kind of like that thing, you know, when someone like converts something out of like green stuff and plastic, and then they post a finished picture of the conversion. You're like, shit, that looks so good, and then they paint it. And you're like, oh, that's not what I was picturing at all.
That's my conundrum of painting any of my conversions, because it always ends up looking so much worse.
It's also the way of it on like Instagram and stuff like that. You post something. This looks like it says penis, but whatever. Where perishes in the void. Yeah, like you post something on Instagram and it's unpainted and it gets 1 billion likes, and then you paint it and people are like, no, not as many billion likes. Whatever, we're not doing it for the cookies, right? All right, DarthBob, Cadia, talk to me. What do you think?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Imperial Guard have always been a tempting army for me, and the main inhibitor was that the troops were kind of bleh, like really boring. This is a. I'm feeling the same I felt when the new orcs came out. That this is a big temptation. I love pretty much all the models. The only one that I'm a little and I think this is a pretty common sentiment among people who saw the new Cadia stuff, is I'm not a huge fan of the Commissar. I really don't think that GW has done a good Commissar since the old metal one that had his hand behind his back.
Oh, really? Nice.
It's like I forget which one it is. It's like the one where he's got his hand behind his back. He's holding the bolt pistol out straight. Yarick's good, but I mean, of course, he's a character. But like the current plastic one, his proportions are just so weird. He's got like a giant ass. But everything else, I love the new guard models. I think they're great, and the Kasrkin. The Sentinels.
Nice.
I don't know if I like these Sentinels as much as the old Sentinels. I actually, a long time ago, I had planned to do like a Trader Guard force, and I actually have a couple Sentinels of the old Sentinels stored away, so I think I'll probably intersperse them. But I do kind of understand that they kind of wanted to make the newer Sentinels look maybe distance them a little bit from the ATSTs from Star Wars, but these do look a little bit different while still having the same kind of silhouette.
Are they? This feels like a very similar silhouette to the old Sentinel. It's just slightly longer, I guess, front to back. But
it looks a little more. I don't know. There's something about it. Something looks different about it. I do love the chainsaw arms. I think the chainsaw arm looks much better than the current model.
Yeah.
I think it's mainly the armor Sentinel that looks pretty different for me.
I like that it has 2 arms.
Yeah, I do too.
I mean, compared to the old one,
Oh yeah,
which only had
I
the
forgot.
frontal mount, and this one has 2
I totally
arms.
forgot about that. You're right. That the old Sentinel only had 1 mount.
Yeah.
And this one has 2. Interesting.
And
I
one
also
of
do hope the legs are opposable.
You're wondering if the legs are opposable?
Yeah, I hope they are, because that was one of the main appeals of the old kit.
Yeah. DarthBob, what do you think this weird thing is sticking out of its ass? Big giant exhaust pipe?
Well, you see, when
Socket
a
to put in
Sentinel's
the turn-up key?
when a Sentinel's sex life has gotten boring and you're trying to spice things up in the bedroom, sometimes your Sentinel
Enough about
girlfriend
cheating
brings something home.
Okay. Enough about cheating at Sentinel chess games.
I think it's
All right,
part.
so the Sentinels.
I think it's part of its gyro, the stabilization
Yeah.
that keeps it from tripping over forward.
Nice.
I didn't even notice that piece before, but yeah, that's interesting. It does kind of mess with the side silhouette of it a bit.
It stood out to me. I guess I'm always looking at the butts. If Brother Pink was here, he would have been talking about how one of the guns looks like a giant penis. That's his go-to. Okay, so you said the Kasrkin are cool. You like them? Wait,
Yeah, I love the Kasrkin.
Wait, but like the most important part of this whole reveal, what do you think about the bases?
Bases. Are these 32s?
We got a preview for bases.
Wait, what?
What do you think, buddy? What a
miss
spicy
base?
preview.
Did I miss the base preview?
Yeah.
I must have missed the bases.
You blink
The
and you miss
Void
them.
War bases.
Yeah, blink and you missed him. I'm just joking. You don't have to tell me what you think about the bases.
Oh, okay. Oh.
It's on stream right
I mean,
now.
they're neat, but
You know, actually, I really, not that I really like the little accessories there. The bases. I think those will. I'll probably, if I can find some of those. Yeah, those. I think I'm gonna probably pick some of those up on eBay if I can find them. Those are nice little base decorations. In general, I'm not really a fan of the pre-molded bases.
You're not?
Yeah, I don't know. They just they don't do it for me. I guess I feel like you can have one model. My ADHD, I'll just see a model that is using the same base, and I'm just like, why are they standing on the exact same? I don't know. It just it bothers me.
But what if you paint them a different color? Still?
I'll still be able to tell. It's the same as if you have models with the same pose in the same squad. I'll instantly my brain catches it, which is a large part why I don't like monopose stuff and why I always try and repose my stuff when I can. Yeah, the Kasrkin are gorgeous, and the new General Guardsmen, they're just really cool. Their proportions are great. And did they confirm if they're on 25 mils? They look like they are.
I don't know. I was assuming they were on 28s, but they'd be very small if they were on 25, wouldn't they?
I think that's what the Krieg, the new Krieg are on.
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. Wait, 25, is that different? Was it 24? I can never remember the small sizes. Was
25 is the small one.
Okay, gotcha.
It's 25, and then the current Space Marines are on 32s, unless it's
Oh, I thought. Okay, gotcha.
I think the Primaris / Terminators are on 40s. I think it goes 25, 32, 40.
There's a 28. They introduced a 28. It's like an in-between one.
Oh, did they?
It's
I
kind
didn't
of
know.
cute.
I don't think I have any models
cute.
that are on the 28s.
The
Necron
what do you
stuff
think
is,
of the Necrons? Anything?
I think this was every time they do a kill team box with Necrons, I keep thinking this is your chance to reintroduce the pariahs. Where are the pariahs?
Yeah.
Every time, and this just this whole box just looks really generic. I think it is
Hey,
I
dude,
think it's just literally
don't worry.
a whole kit with a special sprue.
Yeah, you heard it here first. The pariahs are coming back. We got their little kid toys, their little baby toys that they're going to use to train train their new soldiers. So prize are on the way. Yeah, if you look at the shot I have up on screen of the bent over Necron boy and the two little scabby things, I think this is all the new stuff in that kit. Like, this is it. I guess like you get some Deathmark heads, whatever, but otherwise this is all the new stuff. I guess like kind of cool. I'd say it's kind of a cool direction for the conversion sprues in that it's not just like here's a couple of new guns you can give your guys, but it's like here's a bunch of new. Oh, where's the? They did a thing where they showed the sprues, and it was actually kind of neat. It's more than just like here's one little upgrade sprue for otherwise normal dudes.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Wasn't
yeah,
this?
So you get like the.
Sorry, go ahead.
You get the sprue that you normally get for like immortals and death marks or whatever, and then you get this extra sprue, but it's got the bent over guy, but it also has the bits to turn one of the immortals into that like warden dude or whatever. And then it's got the little
Mr. Pink, you probably
Yep.
should turn the rumor engine thing off again.
Oh, thanks. Sorry about that. Thanks. Oh crap! I'm breaking everything. Yeah. So yeah, you get the you get like the normal sprue, but then you get the update sprue, but it's I don't know, it's kind of different. Otherwise, it's just normal Necrons.
Yeah, but was this the box set that like that supposed leak was saying we were supposed to be getting a gene stealers with a special upgrade sprue, and then it turned out it wasn't. It was Necrons. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
which was I think I figured out. Oh, also I wanted to like highlight. I didn't think this sprue of like the terrain was that interesting, but then I really like the fact they have these like weapons lockers on here. That's really cool.
Yeah,
like, you know,
I like the new
two
terrain.
wall sections.
I think it's cool. I do kind of like I feel the same way about like terrain, like GW's sold terrain, as I do about like pre-made bases. Yeah, I don't know.
It bores you because it's all the same.
Yeah, and I don't know. I think it's really unfortunate that Games Workshop over the years is, and this is can be the same thing can be said for like conversions and stuff. You know, I remember when I was a kid picking up the How to Make Word Terrain book, and like, you know, them always talking about, you know, making your own terrain, going to the hardware store and getting the foam and carving stuff. And it's just really unfortunate to me that like every iteration of terrain nowadays, like Games Workshop doesn't even they basically pretend that like homemade terrain doesn't even exist, and it's kind of unfortunate, I think.
Yeah, but that's kind of a very fortunate problem to have, right? Like when we were kids, we had to make stuff out of like pipe cleaners and styrofoam balls because there wasn't anything else, and now we're like almost like spoiled for choice. Like, I guess a lot of it is Imperial terrain, so we don't get like weird, cool Tyranid terrain being made by Games Workshop. But I hope that that's coming down the pipe sometime soon. Like I like that they've started making stuff like Necron terrain, and like a little bit of Eldar terrain, but not a lot.
Yeah, I just I don't know. I think it's kind of like creatively limiting.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I think for new hobbyists especially, like it's like the new hobbyists who come into the hobby and think like, oh well, I need terrain for my table, but I can't afford to buy a $250 set of terrain. You know.
Yeah.
You know, a new hobbyist who's just getting into the hobby doesn't know, like, hey man, just grab like a cheap wire cutter off of Amazon and go grab a block of foam from Home Depot, make some hills and put some sand on it. Like,
yeah.
And that was the kind of thing that Games Workshop used to promote people to do. And it's just kind of unfortunate to me now that you don't really see that much anymore.
But they don't sell foam plates, so.
Yeah, exactly. It's I mean it's the same thing. Like they don't sell like glue or green stuff or all that. I do like this model a lot, though. I like Mr.
Yeah, how do you feel about this guy?
Well, I like everything about him but his helmet. I think his helmet looks dorky, but everything else.
It's okay. Give me his helmet. I love his helmet. That's the only thing I like. That's the thing I like the most.
Really interesting.
Yeah.
I think it looks too fancy. I don't think it looks like
Too
Space Marine
fancy?
fantasy. Like I think it looks more Warhammer Fantasy than 40K.
Oh, really? I just see it
Yeah,
as
I
like
think
mutated.
Yeah, it looks so mutated that it doesn't look like a helmet anymore to me.
Uh-huh.
I don't. I kind of like my.
And I don't think it is. I think it's his face now.
Yeah, I get that. It's just I don't know. I don't know. It just I would prefer if he had like a more like normal looking siren pattern helmet. I do like him though. I especially like the chainsword horn on the Juggernaut.
Oh yeah, I actually don't like that. I think it's lame. I think it's a cool idea. I think it looks a little awkward, but I don't know.
I mean,
It's
yeah,
cool.
it's a
cool,
little
it's
over
just
the
not
top,
for me.
but I like it.
It looks like
Yeah.
potential.
Anyway, listen. You buy this guy. You give me his head. I want that head. It's amazing. But I don't know if you're in the market for angry red boys.
Yeah.
The chainsaw horn looks like it could easily break the Juggernaut's face when it hits
What do you mean?
anything. It has a hook at the button, so imagine something is hitting, it's ramming its head into something. First thing that will hit is the tip of the hook at the button. So its head will be pushed down towards the earth, while the chainsaw is going to be pushed into whatever it just hit. And if those chainsaws ricochet from that thing, it will be ripping his head back up, and all those forces will be pretty much only on its nose.
Well, it's a good thing it's a demon.
Yeah. With a reinforced nose.
Yep. Okay, I think that was all the preview stuff. So we've been through it now. What do we got? Amnot David says the olden days of deodorant speeder. That's, I think, a reference to making your own terrain, making your own models. Everyone knows the famous deodorant speeder. That was pretty great. Johnny Van Cleve says foam core buildings are the best. What? He has to have the helmet. His skull went to the throne. Oh, okay. Apparently this guy doesn't have a skull underneath. He's just got a helmet. And then Tom Wilson saying, I feel like hobbyists do terrain better than Games Workshop ever could, though. Look at the Terrain Tutor, Black Magic Craft, Eric's Hobby Workshop. I'm not familiar with those, but I bet they're probably pretty good.
Yeah, familiar with all of them. I just think in terms of like an entry-level hobbyist, it'd be nice if like, you know, I think the way Games Workshop presents the hobby to a lot of new hobbyists is like the vistas of like stuff that you know is available to them. Like, oh, I don't have to build my model exactly like it is out of the box. Oh, I don't have to buy a terrain straight from Games Workshop. I don't have to buy Games Workshop. You know, they don't do this anymore, but I don't have to buy Games Workshop glue or their $55 fucking wire strippers or
hey, listen, buddy,
side
listen.
cutters.
It's gonna be some god hand quality. It's gonna be amazing. You wait and see.
Yeah. I already have a pair of god hands.
Goddamn quality? Is that what you're going for? It's gonna be some goddamn quality?
Yeah.
I mean, we're making fun of the deodorant speeder and the like, but those...
We're not making fun of it.
Yeah,
I think it was cool.
But my point is, it's holding the hobby back, not to promote it by Games Workshop. They should be still putting out how to make stuff, books, how you can make terrain, because not everybody can walk up to a counter and put down 500, 600 bucks for a starter army. That's not even a full army. So I mean, telling people how they can do this stuff on their own has value in and of itself.
Good point.
I mean, yeah, and
Kajan.
as 3D printing gets more crazy, they're gonna have to adapt.
Yeah.
Oh, that actually reminds me. I had
What's that?
one other thing I wanted to show off on the I'm just gonna post something in the chat. I had one other model I wanted to show off.
Okay, I'm just
From the
loading them up
community.
now, so
Okay.
good time.
Give me one sec.
Kajan, your video, is that something you wanted to share? Or no, is that just for us?
Video? No.
The
That
No
was
Guts, No
just,
Glory?
It's just music. I think you will be getting your YouTube probably struck a copyright strike if you
Just for
play
funsies?
that was just for us
All right.
to get us into
Okay,
the
then,
mood of the stream.
Oh man, I should just. Oh no, it'll probably get me copyright struck. Okay, so what I'll do is, speaking of getting into the mood of the stream, I've accepted that I'm probably not going to do any work on the stream. I'm just gonna
But
jockey
Well,
my
you're the only
computer,
one work
apparently.
progressing.
before
on work
we-
in progress
before
Wednesday.
we move on, there was right at the very beginning, Barcast was wondering what you were working on, and
Oh, Barghest is here?
yeah,
I missed Barghest.
At the
Holy
very
shit.
beginning, he said it doesn't look like a Tyranid. He said feels like it isn't a Tyranid, and I said it's the bust that Hydra gave you and some other people, right?
You are correct. Hold on. So yeah, this is let's see. As Barghest asked, I don't even know if Barghest is still here, but what the hell is the? Hold on a sec. This thing is supposed to work. I do this. I do this. You gonna work on me? Come on, buddy. Okay, whatever. This is, yeah, Hydra did a thing last year called Solstice 28. It was on the, I think it was around the winter solstice. So it's December. And what he had done is that he had sculpted, one moment please, bear with, he had sculpted these like, I think inspired by Wilhelm miniatures. He had sculpted these like Cthulhu figures sitting on these blocks. And then he wasn't really sure what he was going to do for the head and he didn't want to mess it up. So he got smart and he cast copies of his own sculpt as kind of like save files, you know, like you do in like a video game. So he made his own save files of his models. That was this stuff. And then what he decided was that he was going to give these busts or whatever to the community and then ask people in the community to create different things from them. And then he auctioned them off for charity. And I should have finished this thing. What? What's that?
Sorry, your voice like cut out. Like I couldn't hear what you were saying, so I started talking over you, I think.
Oh, okay. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was supposed to finish this thing last year and I have not. Spoiler alert. So I need to finish this thing. So I don't know, like with the solstice thing, I just started thinking about it, and the thing that the like kind of concept that I got inspired by was the idea of like a moon, because you know, I don't know, full moon, solstice, something like that. It's very vague. Oh, sorry, vaguely pagan or some shit. So yeah, I just was what? Go ahead.
It reminds me of the DreamWorks logo.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's creepy.
It's like the DreamWorks logo meets Bloodborne.
It's missing some fishing rod.
Yeah,
he needs a little fishing rod.
So I was just, I don't know, I think it like came to me in like a dream or something. I was thinking about like what I was gonna do, and I was like, I just had like the phrase "the moon" in my head. So you got two different moons here. The head of the thing is like a cratered. Hold on a sec. The head of the thing. Oh, actually, warning: if anyone suffers from, you're probably already off if you suffer from tryptophobia, which is like discomfort with like little balls and holes and shit. Because this is like a tryptophobic nightmare. But yeah. So like the top of it is like the moon, like the actual planet, with a whole bunch of craters punched in it. And then on the inside is like a bunch of creepy brain matter. And then I'm going to attach a hand here that's like coming up and holding like an eye sticking out of the inside of the moon. And then the outside is a crescent moon. Oh, let's go wide. Yeah, so we got like the whole like crescent moon thing coming through the sculpture. But on the inside of the crescent moon, you know, because horror and stuff, I've got teeth. So it's supposed to be like a mouth that could like open, which is a little messed up. I literally don't know how I decided to put teeth on there. And this is like my first experience sculpting teeth. And they turned out really nice. They're actually surprisingly easy to sculpt. And then on the outside is my old Modern Synthesis tried and true spinal column thing. So yeah, I gotta finish the spinal column here. Are you guys still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, your mic was randomly cutting out for me. I don't know if it's just me.
Shit. Hold on, let me bring it closer. That might help.
I heard you the whole time.
Yeah,
you did?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Must be me
Okay.
then.
All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna fill in the spinal column here and finish it, and then I gotta do some more teeth here on this end of it. Continue on the teeth pattern. I gotta maybe add a little bit more brain tissue in there. Get the hand in there coming out with the eyeball in it. Yeah. And then patch up some holes, and then I got to attach it to a base. So that's
Very cool.
That's the plan. Why is my thing so dark? Maybe this needs to be here. That might help. Yeah, so that's what I was supposed to work on tonight, but I feel like I'm not gonna get much work done on it.
Will we be getting a how to sculpt teeth?
I could do that. Yeah, because Hydra did one for my channel on like Tyrannid teeth, but I could do on like this more kind of human looking teeth. It's really not hard. It's super easy. To like get the gum matter and the teeth in there. Like you sculpt it all in one step.
The crocodile pattern probably would be also a nice how to sculpt video.
I think that's what Simon did. You mean like pointed teeth?
No, the crocodile pattern you have on the inside of the moon. The green portion of the moon.
Oh, you mean like it's supposed to be like gray matter, brain stuff.
Okay, to
Like
me
I
it
did
looks
for the gun beast.
Yeah, to me it
Hold
looks like the back of a crocodile.
Oh, I think he means the inside of the crescent.
Yeah.
Oh. Not the
It
inside
kind
of
of
the
looks
moon.
like a crocodile's underbelly.
The crescent moon which it's sitting on. With the back of the spinal column.
This part? The
it
back,
takes-
like the spinal column crescent moon?
Takes a moment to catch up.
Yeah.
Yeah, this part. The long crescent-shaped moon, which the figure is
Yeah.
sitting on, and you have a spinal column on the back, which you told us, which you did a video for, I believe.
Yep.
And the inside, the green portion of this looks to me like
Yep.
a crocodile tail,
Oh.
and that's
Yeah, that's the part I thought was going to look like teeth. That's supposed to be teeth, but maybe I inadvertently sculpted a crocodile.
I mean, it could be teeth if you paint it that way.
Yeah.
But right now it reminds me of a crocodile. That's why. But
Oh.
yeah, no,
Like the scales on a crocodile?
yeah.
Nice.
I mean, it works for both, I think.
Yeah.
And I think it would be a nice video for how to do that.
Sure. I think I should look at like what a crocodile is supposed to look like so I can make sure I get it right.
I mean, you don't
I
have.
could just sculpt random teeth and hope for the best. Yeah, so long story short, that's what I'm doing. Bargaze, but I don't even know if Bargaze is still here because it's pretty late for him.
Tom Wilson is calling you out and asking, wasn't that model supposed to be raffled off for a charity?
Yes,
last year?
Tom, thank you. I did mention that I'm supposed to have been done this thing already. It was raffled off. I just haven't sent it to the person who won it yet. Yeah, so I gotta finish it for that reason. Thanks for the guilt trip. That's why I was gonna be working on it tonight, but instead we're talking about everything else.
And Johnny Van Cleef said it reminds me of how awesome it is.
Aw, thanks, buddy. Okay, so I keep meaning to get tea. I'm gonna get some tea, but what I'm gonna do is...
I keep getting disconnected from the chat. I'm gonna leave real quick and come back.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
Are you
like
on,
I like
weird
it's just
internet?
I'm on hotel internet, so
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back.
Kajan.
Yeah?
Yeah, go for it. You want to talk to us about... Oh, it needs to catch up, but I pulled your model up first. I asked both of you to send through models that you wanted to talk about, like cool models from the community.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I pulled up yours first.
The
Tell us about it.
first one is Criticus Art, and he did a Kulix assassin for his Imperial Army, which is pulling out, which looks to me like a Chaos Warrior head with spinal column and part of its guts. I'm not quite sure what everything is, but I think it looks
Esophagus or something? Skin? It's pretty gruesome.
really cool. Yeah, but I think it looks really cool.
Very Predator.
I think it's kind of cute that it's a Calexis assassin doing this, because aren't they the ones that are supposed to fry your brain? Like, this is what I would expect more from a Eversor, but apparently Calexis can also kick the crap out of you.
They are those anti-psycho assassins.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit surprised. It was maybe it's a Chaos Sorcerer head, and I'm just not familiar enough with it. But,
No, I think it's just a normal Chaos Warrior or Chaos Marine head.
It is cool though. I wonder how he did the spinal column. I wonder
Yeah, I
what
was
that's
wondering
from.
that bit, because it looks like it's either resin or 3D printed.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good looking bit. Oh, actually, let's see in his pictures. If he's got... Nope. A little bit of a look at it. Yeah, it looks like it might have been printed. Or I guess it could be off some like other Games Workshop model and just be really ancient.
Yeah, I know. Like
plastic.
the one Dark Eldar guy, the crazy homunculus. He has a lot of little spinal columns all over him.
Oh yeah. God, they're gonna take away my Dark Eldar card. You're in Rakarth.
Yeah, Rakarth.
Or it could be the Talos, but that's
Yeah.
the Talos spine has like weird like biomechanical parts in it, and it's lacking those.
And that also looks like it's made of resin, not plastic.
Yes, true. All right, so there's Kajan's model. So next up, I wanted to share this one from my buddy. From my buddy Charnel Stars. Shit. Hold on a sec. Charnel Stars is someone who lives in Toronto here, and super kind guy. He like gave me like all of these Tyranid Tyrant Guard bits. He's like, hey, I got some leftover Tyrant Guard bits, and he like hands me this box, and literally there are 4 legs missing from it, and like maybe a lash whip, and everything else is intact. I'm like,
nice.
This is not bits, my friend. This is a kit. So yeah, he's been doing some cool stuff, and recently these are his Rotmire Creed, and he said he wanted to make them more knightly for his Maggotkin, so he wanted them to be more like peasants. And
They look very
I
cool.
just really like them.
Yeah, they look very cool.
Like,
Very Mordheim.
I love that he took the heads for like the Poxwalkers and like fitted them under like kind of medieval looking helmets.
I like
they're so cool.
Big Chungus. Big Chungus is my favorite. Or the guy with the little peg leg. He's cool too.
Oh yeah, Big Chungus is pretty cool. But I don't know, I like the little ones. I think the little ones are my favorite. Because like he's taken the Poxwalkers, but then he's like taken the bits from Cawdor and like fit them around the Poxwalkers and give them those little, are those called pike helmets?
That is so cool. Oh, that's really cool. Man, I don't know. I've been like going on Instagram and I've been getting so many people posting their Mordheim warbands, and I'm just like, I need to do a Mordheim warband. I've always wanted to play Mordheim, and like
Yeah,
it's
I have a
so,
weird fascination with Mordheim.
it's so like it's like the entry level is like not that big. Like you just got to make like a squad of dudes, and you can
Yeah.
give them all so much character. I really like, and seeing stuff like this just further reinforces like I want to do like, because these strike me as very Mordheim. Oh my god, the halfling is great. I love the halfling.
Wait, there's one that we don't get a close up of. He ripped us off. There's one in the back there that it looks like he made from those dudes from Kill Team Rogue Trader. The heck are they called? The Nurgle dudes?
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about. The Gellerpox.
Gellerpox. Yeah, there's one Gellerpox dude in the back we haven't seen yet.
Bummer.
I feel like that episode of The Simpsons. Oh, Marge, I want to see what that white guy in the back's doing. He hasn't done anything yet. You can see him in the back of this picture. And he's in the back of the main picture.
I can recommend the Mordheim video game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. Once you get to wrap your head around how the mechanics work, it's really good.
Nice.
But it's really hard to get into.
Oh, to get through the mechanics?
Yeah, the first time a lot of people give up after the first 1, 2, 3 tries, and because
So what's the complicated bit about the mechanics?
the game is really focused on positioning, and it isn't well explained right off the bat. But once if you don't know about it and don't stick with it and learn the mechanics, you will be feeling the game is utterly random, because it's all dice based. Basically, the Mordheim system runs in the background, and a lot of people feel it's unfair as a result of it. But once you wrap your head around how you can leverage the system for yourself, it's getting really good.
Cool. Okay, I DarthBob, I pulled up this delightful fellow.
Yeah.
Can I run and grab tea and get back, and you'll take over while I'm gone?
Yeah.
Yes, I could do that.
Have you got enough to say about this guy?
Yeah.
Good man. Go for it.
So this terrifying fellow comes from Path of Paint, which he's one of my favorite hobbyists on Instagram. He does some really, really great and incredibly intricate Slaanesh and Emperor's Children warband. They're called, I think his warband's called the Bleeding Mask. And he's been doing like these kind of, he calls them seasons, where like he does like 5 models at a time. And like every single model is like this super intricate conversion where like he almost completely scratch builds it. And they all have stories and like background material to link all the different characters together. Incredibly well painted. I mean, the guy like literally scratch sculpted the face for one of his Emperor's Children Marines. And this guy is meant to be like a Ogren, a Slaaneshi Ogren bodyguard for the I guess the main character of this particular chapter of his Slaanesh warband project. But honestly, like I definitely recommend checking him out. He's got like some really crazy Slaanesh conversions.
He the picture of this he posted before that. You can see it without the big gun. And
yes, you're correct.
It's an amazing model.
A
lot of work.
I can't quite. I'm trying to go back and see if he.
Welcome back, brother Pink.
Oh yes, welcome back, brother Pink. I'm trying to see if I can go back and see what he used for the head, because the head is very cool.
The head on this guy?
Yeah. Oh, it's a Horde's werewolf.
I love that head.
Or a Night Maw?
Oh, it's a Horde's.
No, I misread.
Shit, I thought it was like
the werewolf. So it's from a bunch of different kits. So the The chest is from a werewolf, so that's why it's got like all the fur and stuff. The head is from a night maw. I don't know what a night maw is. I guess that's maybe
it's
also
weird.
from hordes.
Oh no, maybe it's horde.
I recognize the little tabard he's got from the old metal Bellicor. Yeah, I was just telling them that
so
like
good.
this guy, you should definitely follow him if you like Slaanesh stuff, because he's got some crazy intricate Slaanesh conversions.
Oh.
Like the
Oh, yeah.
true scale Chaos Space Marines he's done for his Slaaneshi warband are insane.
Yeah, they're pretty tasty. Okay, I'll follow this guy. He is Path of Pain.
And
Yes.
Oh, follow back. He follows me. Nice.
And I just posted a nightmare into the chat.
Good man, you found it. What's it from?
Cabana minis.
Cabana.
More like badass.
Oh, Brother Pink's here.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Everyone
no,
just
I
called
think
but
it
you.
might be.
No, this is that's the Forge World thing.
Yeah, it's the weird spawn thing.
Yeah, it's Forge World Chaos Spawn.
Okay.
It came with that. It came with that one sorcerer. It was like the It's like a little like blob of flesh, with arms sticking out of it. Yeah, I didn't know it was called
Yep.
Nightmaw.
A little strange of them to watermark a Forge World Billy, but okay.
Man.
Are we calling out
seeing this
cool
gun on this guy?
miniatures?
We are.
Cool. I got two.
Okay. Hit me. We've done one of
All
each
right.
of ours.
They're both guys who are doing digital.
Can you put it in the chat? Are you on YouTube? Oh no, I don't know if you can post.
I'll type it in, but can somebody bring it up for me? The first one is
Yeah.
I'll type it in YouTube. It should be typed up. Oh dear. But they're both 3D sculpted miniatures. So
Yeah.
if you got a resin printer, you can have them in your own collection. The first one, this guy does a lot of mutant stuff for Necromunda, and I really don't like his mutant stuff, but he does like really like hobo kind of guys as well that are cool. Imitation of
Where
life.
are you sharing this?
I've put it in chat.
Oh, there we go.
It's imitation
got
_ life, but imitation only has one M. I believe
I'll get the link, Kajan. Don't worry about
it's
it.
on Instagram.
Yeah, I'll go grab him.
Cool. And I'll throw the other one in as well. The other guy does true scale Marines for 30K.
Which one from Imitation of Life? Oh man. So which one do you want? There's some cool shit here.
Which model? Pull up a cool one. Your call.
No, you need to pick one.
I can't.
Look at this guy.
I can't open Instagram
Cyclops,
on my phone while I'm talking to you on Twitch. I can't go on my computer because my
right,
computer's
right.
on.
Okay.
Okay.
So Imitation of Life is who you're doing.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, Boltajugan.
Oh, you know Boltajugan? So, okay, stop. There's a dude who's got like a really weird looking cannon. There's like he does multiple head swaps. It's got like, he's got this rock chucking cannon. One of them's like a blob head, but the other one is, oh, you picked another guy. The problem is I'm watching the YouTube stream and it's time delayed.
Yeah. Spud Gun?
Spud Gun is cool. But like any kind of his guys that have the faces covered, I really like them because I hate painting faces in Necromunda. And he does like really cool guys where like he's got, if you scroll down a while, there's a dude who's wearing like a cowboy hat. Who's really, really cool. He's in a really dramatic pose.
Whoa. I like this guy's weird ring on his face. That's kind of neat.
Oh yeah.
Cowboy
So
hat.
he's got this cult of like nuclear cult where everything is around the emblem of that radiation emblem. The like circle
it's
in
like
the
a
center.
Radiation symbol on his face.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
There's another dude who's got an axe that's like a saw blade cut into that emblem. Yeah.
Wow, this guy's really cool.
Very, very cool. And like it's basically he's
Yeah, he's got
creating
some
his
cool
own
shit.
faction of Necromunda. There's like a nun who's really cool. who could
Look
be
at this weird slug dude with a shotgun. What the heck? Rockworm? Okay, Craig, you're kind of taking over.
sorry.
We gotta move on.
All right.
These scaly dudes, aren't they from Necromunda or from?
They were old Necromunda.
Or were they Diganob? I don't know.
No, they were old Necromunda. Muties.
Okay, good choice.
You
Who's
want
the one?
to pull Bolter Juggin or no?
Well, I'll do him after. We're going back to Kajan.
Sorry.
Kajan, we do it one at a time.
Sorry,
we'll
I
do
didn't know the rules. I just
yours
showed
for
up.
Bolter Jugan. Yeah. Go on. It's fine.
Kajan.
Okay, Kajan, talk to us about Underhiver and his fun truck.
Yeah, Underhiver is currently converting. I'm completely blanking on the name of the car from
Adelan. No, what is it called?
Gene Stealer Cold Car. What's his name?
Ridge Runner.
Ridge Runner.
Something Ridge Runner.
And he's converting a Ridge Runner. It's really looking cool. And he's adding multiple armor panels and clothing the thing up. And I picked the picture where you see the completed kit he did, but you can follow his progress on his Instagram right now, what he did and how he did it. And I think
His Ridge Runner actually has magnetized wheels that can be swapped out for grav plates.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
it's
thought
really
I
cool.
saw his grav plates.
Yeah.
it's an amazing little kit he put together.
Okay, I'm really impressed by anyone who can do this kind of level of detail with plasticard, with like the little mesh and little like raised bits. Like, I don't have the patience.
If you have a Cricut cutter for cutting vinyl, it also cuts plastic cards, so he might have one of those. I know he's buddies with a guy who does a lot of really cool plastic art terrain using a Cricut.
A Cricut cutter, is that like a machine?
It's a CNC controlled, basically scalpel blade, and they usually use it for cutting vinyl stickers, but you can also use it for cutting plastic art.
Okay, here's the floaty version of the Ridge Runner.
No, that's super cool.
Yeah, Underhiver, I kind of reached out to him about commissioning something, but I think he totally forgot that I asked him for it because he's always doing all kinds of stuff. But
Yeah, he always does great stuff, and I really love what he did with this Ridge Runner.
yeah, good choice. I still haven't bought this kit.
Why
I
not?
think I should
Do you have
probably
any
do
of
it sometime.
the kits?
I have the rock grinder, but I've never really assembled it. Anyway, cool. Good find, Kaja. All right, next we got this big, beefy, giant boy that I think Flynn / Grim and Gribbly would be into. This is by Painting Bits, and I think I just saw this one today. They took one of the Gargants, Mega Gargants, and turned it into a crazy shroom monstrosity. But there's all kinds of extra little bits added in here. There's weird Nurgle dudes that are mutated into the thing. I like that he's taken clear gaps in the model and filled them up with different mushrooms and stuff like that. Oh, where's my thing? Hold on. Let's make this a little bigger. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. And I don't know, I just I for some reason I really like the that the head is just this big clean mushroom. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, my computer's not playing nicely. Whatever. Yeah, so it's clearly a 40K model, but it could also, it's very close to fantasy. But yeah, if you look at the close-ups, there's all these zombies and weird Gellerpox infected dudes built into everything. Weird Nurgle dudes, Nurgle fly heads. Just a really cool model. And then the growths on his back, there's a dude growing out of the tree.
Mr. Pink, have you ever
cool.
tried to make a mushroom zombie before?
No, I should. I feel
Yeah,
I owe it to
it's really
Grim
fun. You got the base models you should use.
I do. I have so many zombies. It's stupid.
Do it. Is there a month that could be a mushroom month? Mushroom May, mushroom March, mushroom
March?
Mushroom Madness.
I'd go with Marchroom.
Marchroom. March of the Mushrooms.
Yeah.
But March is
There you
kind
go.
of cold. It's
Oh.
not really a mushroomy month.
Funguari.
I love it. Yeah, let's go with Funguary.
Okay.
I like his.
Well, you
giant
got to talk to
elephantitis
Grim and
foot.
Gribbly. Yeah.
Representation
It's a mess.
matters.
Yeah, I kind
What I
of
like-
agree
what I
that
like about
Grim
this-
should have the final say on when we do the mushroom month.
Yeah. Definitely.
Mushroom Day.
What I
Downgraded
like
for
it-
a month.
What I think is good about this model is that it's not overtaken by the wild growth. Like, there's still enough human parts in there, or like giant human parts in there, clean, clear parts that help you like more appreciate all the mutated parts. Because I feel like sometimes when people do mutations, they're like, oh, blah, I'm gonna put mutations all over this thing, and it's like you kind of lose the fact that it's still like a human shape underneath.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think this one is like cool enough mutation, but it doesn't lose the human shape. But that elephantitis foot is out of control in a really good way.
Not David said mushroom.
Mushroom. There's another good one. Gotta put it to Flynn. Not Flynn. Gotta put it to Grim.
Yeah,
No,
he
for
gets the final
mushrooms.
say.
Or Ophiocordyceps October. October.
That's the
is
one that
October. Come on,
controls the
buddy.
bugs and kills them.
Yeah, but
I think they just call it cordyceps.
But I think that's a type of mushroom.
Okay.
October is kind of orc and crude.
And
Yeah, we already tried to steal it from the orcs.
I think
we
orc-
got green skin too. Kroot got
yeah,
green
they
skin.
can share. They famously gotten along in the lore.
I mean, technically,
Have they?
orcs are
No.
mushrooms.
Oh, true.
Oh, there you go. Well done. Well done, Kajan. Okay, brother. Not brother Pink. No, not Dwarfenage. What the hell's your name again? Dwarf Bob. Dwarf
got
Bob.
confused
Tell me
'cause
what
it's
you
a dwarf.
have to say about this. It's Dwarf Bob.
I love this so much, and I wish the Leagues of Votan just in general looked like this. I love everything about this conversion. This is exactly what I wanted the Leagues of Votan to look like, because I wanted them to look distinctly like dwarves, but I didn't want them to just look like the fantasy dwarves in space, which I think is what a lot of people wanted. Which I don't think we needed a bunch of like super heavy-handed Warhammer fantasy dwarves with power weapons and stuff. I like
Agreed.
the overall kind of high sci-fi aesthetic they went with the Leagues of Votan. Literally my only criticism of the entire range is, where are the fucking beards? They are dwarves in space. Where are the fucking beards? None of them have beards, except for the one guy who's like the weird space Gandalf. Like everybody else, they've just got like little like short beards. Like, oh, I need long beards on my dwarves. Don't think. That's
How do you
too
put a
much to
beard in a
ask.
spacesuit, man?
I don't care. How do
you make female beards?
Good point. Good point.
They can store a rebreather in their beard. Maybe their beard lets them
Nice.
like hold oxygen or something. I don't care. Whatever justification you need for it, they need beards. If you're gonna have space dwarves, they have to have beards. Dwarf without a beard is like an elf without pointy ears.
Okay.
To answer the question, you obviously have a beard attachment for your armor.
Yes.
It's like a rectangular box which is slotting from below.
Picture a plague doctor, but with a beard inside.
I really like the color scheme he went with for this guy too. It kind of I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys do. WeirdingsWay, he has that one.
Yeah.
He has that one Navigator household that has the orange and white color scheme, and this reminds me of that.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy this model. I also think I mean, I do like the new like higher tech stuff that the weapons for the leagues have, but I do kind of like that he gave it like a bolter and a powder fist to kind of tie it in more with general 40k stuff.
I think that when
I'm not
GW
David
makes
is loving the. Go ahead.
when GW makes new models, it's they can't take elements that already exist. Like we could just take those elements and do it. We could go get those heads and do it ourselves. So it's good when they introduce something, new bits, new kind of aesthetics into the line. Like the Chaos guy riding the Blood Crusher, like you could kind of make that yourself with existing bits, but now GW is making it for you. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Just temporarily, I pulled up, because we always need a little more WeirdingWay in our life. I pulled up one of WeirdingWay's navigators with the orange and white. Not quite as much orange and white, and he's also got some like gray teal in there, but damn cool.
I mean, I'll never
Best part is the
complain
awesome
about more WeirdingWay. The dude is like, I mean, he's a pioneer in like the weird grimdark conversion.
He was going to release his own cast models, and then I think he pulled back. He was working on robots.
No, I have one. No,
what?
He sold busts.
Oh yeah, of
like
his
navigator busts.
But he was making robots.
Yeah, I got them.
And then he kind of was like, "This is really stressful. I'm going to pull back." And I was like, "Nah, I get it."
Yeah.
He kind of went through a period where he got burnt out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm glad he came back.
But yeah, if you're not following WeirdingWay, you need to follow WeirdingWay. There's a lot of good shit here. This is one of his busts that he was selling. I don't know if he's still selling them. Oh my god, his awesome, weird, like, finger tongue alien creature. God damn, I love it.
He did a really cool concept art a long time ago of like some grimdark gene stealer cult.
I have no idea what you're speaking of. Let's move on.
What?
Look, it's an ant.
I'm not David. Wanted to appreciate the wooden paneled bolter handrail on the dwarf we just looked at.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It is a really cool little. I always love when people paint the wood grain on stuff. I think it's so cool looking when done well.
Yeah, that's wicked. I'm gonna talk about Borneo.
The jungle.
Borneo doesn't have nearly enough followers. Borneo is like friggin' fantastic. I discovered Borneo through Kroottoberfest because I think Borneo won one of the he won one of the competitions. Like he was one of the winners of the like Kroottoberfest conversion stuff for his Kroots. And yeah, he's doing like a bunch of Xenos pirates, and this is just like a cool, weird alien hammerhead something or other. But it's just so good, and I just love this, and I love all the Borneo stuff. So you need to check out Borneo 424. Definitely.
He's done a good job not making it look like just an assemblage of different kits. Like it actually looks like its own distinct thing.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of people, not a lot of people, but there's like one specific hobbyist who's like just been like putting alien heads on Votan bodies, and I'm like, this just looks like a Votan with an alien head. Like it doesn't
work.
Huh?
No, too bad. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work for me. Like I mean, I think it just looks like he had swapped a Votan character.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So that's Borneo. And then was this you, DarthBob? Oh wait, we were supposed to get Brother Pink in here again, weren't we?
Whatevs.
Sorry.
No big deal.
Where the heck is Bolter Jugenstein? Hold on. Where's Bolter? There's Bolter. Save that. Speak to us about Bolter Jugenstein.
I just like his style. Like he does a lot of 3D printed 30K miniatures. And kind of chunkier. His Terminators are really chunky, but his Space Marines are pretty chunky too. Just going through all the heresy marks of armor. He's got one of them pinned at the top. That's like a jump pack dude who's got 2 swords and stuff. That's a really cool model.
Yep,
it's free too. Not all of us
are
free.
That is cool. Gives me some White Scars
Second
vibes.
edition bolter. That's really
I guess
cool.
that's what it is.
It's the how far down?
We got the Terminators, the Chonkers. Well, these guys are super chonk.
But he also did like current 40k Terminators as well in a little chunkier style.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, and I like his painting style too. It's like a little bit whiter yellow for his Imperial fists, but also really, really dirty.
Yeah.
He's going through basically the whole line and doing his own version of it. Like he's got an entire cataphracti. Yeah, you're looking at it right now. Terminator, all the bits for Terminator.
Why is this cataphracti Terminator's chain fist so? His arms are so stumpy.
Well, I think it's trying to represent an actual human being inside the Terminator armor.
Oh, right. With short arms.
Yeah. Oh,
And I want to see his
there's
like
an android
normal...
there, like a R2D2 with arms and legs. That's made from a pen.
Yeah.
I thought 1,000,000 years ago too.
It is? The yellow head one?
Yeah. It's from a pen, and it's got neck
Oh, cool.
on it. Have you pulled up the?
Sorry, are you telling me this is a pen?
Yeah. Have you pulled up the second edition bolter yet?
I don't know what you're referring to. I'm trying to find it.
It should be.
How far down is it? Oh, look.
Further down.
Kajan, here's a head to go with the Juggernaut for you.
I need to wait for
You like that chain blade on the Juggernaut's horn so much. Here's a head with a chain blade on it.
Yeah, why not?
All right, that's me. You can move on.
Are you guys interested in pronouncing his name properly, or?
Yes.
Jugenstein?
Because he's
Okay, give it to me.
he seems to be German, and that would make his name Bolter Jugend.
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 Yeah. At least based on what I'm seeing on his Instagram, and his Linktree is also a German word combination.
Okay.
So I assume he's German, and
Maybe he's just a
Bolter
fanboy.
Jugend, yes.
Okay. Thanks, Brother Pink.
No worries.
DarthBob. Holy shit, man. This is pretty hot.
I love this guy's stuff, and this is honestly one of the coolest conversions of. I'm assuming because the stream hasn't caught up. I'm assuming you're talking about the Thunder Warrior. Yes, the Thunder Warrior
Yes, sir.
is. Oh, it's so cool. I love everything about this conversion, and I never realized.
Where's that head from?
I don't know. That is a very good question.
It might
know
be
the-
Puppets War.
I think you might be right. The torsos and the kind of chain scale kilt is definitely from the new Stormcast, and the legs are Forge World Mark III, because it kind of looks just like a combination of Space Marine and Stormcast.
Yeah.
But I don't recognize the. I don't recognize the
I was
helmet.
honestly wondering if the legs were Bolter Jugenstein because they look chunkier.
The color of them looks 3D printed.
They could
Yeah.
be they could be the resin Mark III, but they do actually. Yeah, they don't look like Forge Worlds. They could be Bolter Jugend, or I know there's another.
There's the one
What's
in
his
Ukraine
face?
that does it.
Yeah, there's another guy that does true scale versions of different armor marks.
And it
M.
actually, I
forgot his
often
name.
mistake him for
M.
Bolton.
Not David is saying the head is from is a Brody head from Anvil Industries.
Oh,
and
okay.
the legs are probably from Tortuga Bay.
Yeah,
Tortuga
they're-
Bay, that's it.
Okay, Tortuga Bay. Okay, right.
Yeah, that is that. I really kind of wish he would post a size comparison, because I like to see that guy next to like a Space Marine, see how big he is.
Well, you get a size from the Stormcast bits.
Yeah, I know, but there's something to seeing you
Right.
know,
The
the
stature.
big, yeah, exactly, next to like one of the little manlet marines.
Now I'm trying to find the Anvil Industry. Oh, found it. Let's see. There we go. No, that's not what I want. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so Gladiator Brody helmet. Although it looks way better in that model than it does in these pictures. Interesting. I think the angle on the Anvil Industries page is not good. It's like taking pictures of them from below.
Always unfortunate when they have a good model and they just don't take a good picture of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it does not look very good in the picture.
Mostly
It
the
almost looks like
angle.
he's yeah, I think it is the angle.
Yeah.
On the conversion, the kit bash, you see it from the side, so you don't see the flashy bits, the chin
Also,
and
like
the mouth.
Brody, it's on the Anvil. It's like shot from below, kind of, instead of like straight on. Yeah, it looks so good on his model. Oh well. Yeah, so Le Bourgeoisie.
Yeah.
If you are not following Le Bourgeoisie, maybe you have to follow the Bourgeoisie. He looks like he does a lot of
Bullshit.
Yes.
Ink 28 bullshits.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Nice. Okay, and is this the last one we got? Wait, did I miss one? No,
I
got this one.
posted
The creepy kid
some pictures. You would probably have to like right click and like open and.
Fool of a Took. Do you want to talk about this one?
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the screen to catch
Wait, you
up.
posted pictures? Oh, are those from Facebook?
That's from Discord.
No, where did you see the Instagram on? I mean, did you see the Instagram on Facebook? Did you see the model on Facebook? Is that?
Oh
where
no
you
no
posted the
no
pictures like
actually that came from another Discord server I'm on.
What?
Oh, gotcha.
Another?
Yeah, I've been 2-time in the Discord channel.
So what is this? I've seen this before. This is an epic miniature, isn't it?
Yes.
They've done a version of. Talk to me.
All right,
Tell me about it.
which one are we on? I'm waiting for this.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
the scorpion-y, Slanesh-y, pinky thing.
Oh, so that is a 40K scaled Slanesh subjugator, and that model is fully 3D printed.
Ooh.
What?
Yes,
The
that
devil,
model
you
is
say.
fully 3D printed. Actually, my brother
Dang.
did this, so I'm kind of giving him a little bit of a shout out because
Inside job. Nepotism.
I am blown away by the rate at which
Freehand?
my brother has like advanced his painting skills, considering he just started this hobby like a year ago.
Oh my god.
And like
What?
I can't paint this well, and I've been in the hobby for almost as long as he's been alive. So the freehand especially is crazy. But yeah, that model's entirely 3D printed.
So if we are going to shill this, we should shill this properly. Where can people get this?
I don't know where he got this particular file, but I think he actually does have an Instagram. It's at River Styx Miniatures.
River Six or River Styx?
River Styx.
I'm an idiot.
No one goes to River Styx. It's River Styx.
I don't think he's posted the full glamour shots of this yet, but he posted it on our art on the on our mutual Discord. And yeah, I just thought it was like crazy well done, especially the freehand. I think is really crazy. Like it's hard to see in that one particular picture, but every single panel of the model has like a like Slanesh freehand on it.
Slanesh is a great faction for freehand.
It is.
If you're doing Slanesh with that
There you go.
freehand, what are you doing?
You're doing something wrong.
It's huge too. That model's like this, like bigger than a Warhound Titan.
Well, what do you guys think about the basing,
Wow.
where people put a base under each foot? Is that cool, or is that
I like it.
disruptive of the
I think
model?
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would you ever do it,
think
Mr. Pink?
I think for that I prefer it with two.
If I had a
separate
big enough
bases.
thing, yeah. Yeah, because like otherwise you're going to take up this huge amount of space between the feet. Like, oh, excuse me while I move around my pie plate.
True.
Holy crap! Your brother, like, wait, is this like an actual Games Workshop Titan, or is that another 3D print?
Which one?
The knight with the guys on his back playing the concert.
Oh, that's a 3D print too. Yes, he's fully committed to the ways of 3D printing.
The whole knight is 3D printed.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I like the sonic blasters on it.
Yeah, I like the big saxophone.
On the head. Oh, I didn't see the big saxophone until you.
Oh yeah, the Marines on top. One's got like a saxophone. The other one's got like a keyboard. It's great.
Having once had to sculpt a Marine with a saxophone, that's not hard. That's not easy.
Well, the magic of 3D printing.
Cool. Okay, wait. I cut you off. What about NMCS by PMB? Night Merriment?
The creepy doll wraith engine thing.
Just a second.
I love it.
Before we move on, Tom Wilson just asked who was the Space Wolf stuff from. Apparently there was some Space Wolf stuff on the screen for a split second.
Was it from Le Bourgeoisie?
I think it was La Bourgeoisie.
Was it this tasty number? From Le Bourgeoisie? Tom Wilson, this isn't your Space Wolf stream, man. Get a room.
Get a dog house.
Get a Space Wolf house.
Yeah, it's probably Le Bourgeoisie. He seems to have Space Wolf stuff.
He seems to have been bitten by a rabid space wolf. Okay, back to the beautifully painted nightmare creature.
Yeah, I don't know. I just really like this model, and I think it's such a kind of seamless conversion. Like I pick up on like the Cairn Wraith. I pick up on some Necron bits. I don't quite know.
The thing on the top is some Forge World thing.
Yeah,
like
I think
the carapace
it is.
is some Forge World.
I think it's one of those Mechanicum like thrall things.
Yeah.
I don't know if he like sculpted the face mask, like the baby doll face.
The face is 3D printed,
or it's probably 3D printed. Yeah. When all else fails, if I don't recognize a bit, I just assume it's 3D.
The color of the face in this not great picture makes me think it might be 3D.
Oh yeah, I agree. Oh wow, the other creepy guy in that picture is pretty cool too.
Yeah, he's wicked. I think I've seen that one before. The other creepy guy. But
I saw this model on Facebook, and then I followed his Instagram. I followed him back to his Instagram, and
some very nice stuff here. If I do say so myself. Very well painted. Ooh. Oh, AT-43. And the weirdness that was.
AT-43 is such a missed opportunity.
What is AT-43?
Yeah.
It was like a success. It was like a sci-fi successor to Confrontation, but they were all pre-painted miniatures instead of, not pre-painted miniatures.
I think Hydra got some of them and used them for some stuff.
Yeah, I just think they would have been better off doing like, not pre-painted. I think would have been better personally.
Yeah. Well, you can always prime them.
Yeah, right? But it's never the same. The details on those models were not great on close inspection.
Gotcha.
On close inspection, these are loafers.
I thought you were trying to do a Kajan impression there. Okay. I think that's all the models that we had shared, right?
Yeah, that's all I had.
Yeah, that's
cool. Spent.
Not a lot of new Tyranid stuff this week that I saw.
For a while now.
Did I see any cool Tyranids?
Like that, not that I like really stuck out to me. No offense to anybody who did cool Tyranid stuff this week, except for I guess the post that Hydra made earlier this week.
Yeah, the post that Hydra made, but that was an older older thing.
Yeah, that's an old one.
And storyboard guy posted something, and someone else, Cult
I'm checking my back
Petrobus, I
stuff.
think.
Who?
I'm not going to try that name again.
No, what? I didn't even hear you.
Protulitis
Spell it?
Tenebris.
Oh, yeah, okay, Protulit Tenebris.
Yeah, he posted some painted Gene Stealer and what's Parasite of Mortrax. And that's pretty much.
Oh, yeah, he's doing a cool pattern on his Parasite.
Yeah, but overall it's been very light on Tyranids. I assume since Flynn already posted his challenge for Nidvember, everybody is prototyping and working on their Nidvember stuff.
Hope so.
What's the challenge for Nidvember? Is it like multiples or just a single challenge?
No,
we're gonna have Flynn on to talk about it.
Okay.
At some point soon.
Yeah.
But there's gonna be multiple prompts that you can choose from.
Okay.
And
I find that prompts for making a model, like if you give me 30 for the month, I'm just like, I can't do this. I quit.
And
if it's drawing a
picture, it's like there's
in the Discord channel, there is a Nidvember entry where you can use a role bot to find out which theme you can get, like Sickle Swarm or something like that, and based on this collectible card, what it was called, you're supposed to do something with that. So if you're like,
so Kajan's basically giving it away, but yeah, it was
already announced on a stream. So
was it?
Yeah, you guys talked about on a stream about it. I mean, it's a little strange to keep it secret, and
I don't know. We're gonna talk in more depth about it, but basically, it's inspired by the old collectible trading card games. Or collectible trading cards that you could get, like the Warhammer ones. And there were a bunch of weird Tyranid ones. And I think there was something like 66 Tyranid cards. So the idea this year is that you do like a random number generator that draws between 1 and 66. And then you take the name. You don't have to take like the actual art. You just take the name and see what it inspires in you and just make something.
Oh, it's 72.
72?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, there's 72 options. So you roll a D72.
So
yep, shit. Sorry.
And in theory, we're gonna try and coordinate prizes. A prize.
Yes.
Least.
Well, there will be prizes. We just have to figure out how we're gonna make it work.
Yes.
There's talk of a telethon. There's talk of like getting Jason on. It's Jason, right?
Yes.
Who donated the prizes, getting Jason on here to talk about fan sculpts.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to plug before we wrap up is over on the old Modern Synthesis YouTube channel that you're currently finding yourself on. What the hell? They're not very good at this. Buried down here is a brand new How to Sculpt video, which is going to be going up this Saturday. Oh, I'm not clicking on the right window. Going up this Saturday at 9 a.m. I got a brand new How to Sculpt video all about Nivea and using Nivea to lube your tools. And hot tip for anyone who actually tuned into the stream and watched it, there's going to be a giveaway with this video. And it's a first come first serve giveaway. I've got 20 prizes, I think. But you're gonna need to have a Patreon account to enter the giveaway. But you're not gonna have to like donate any money. It's a free Patreon giveaway thing.
Uh-huh.
But you need to be able to get on Patreon. So if you want to get ready for the giveaway, make sure you got a Patreon login. But the giveaway will be running from Saturday until the 31st of October if people are slow. But if all 20 spots get filled up before then, it will be over sooner.
Nice.
Yeah. So basically in this video, I answer the question of whether you have to wash your models after you sculpt with Nivea.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, I don't think you have to.
Yeah. A question you've
Some
answered
people need
multiple
proof.
times.
Yes, well, some people need proof, and I prove it live on video. I show you what happens when you prime something without washing it with Nivea and water and nothing and other lubricants.
And this stream does not
tune in.
endorse the other lubricants.
No, it does not. So you can tune in Saturday for that, or if you want to watch it right now, it's up on my Patreon. If you want to give me $1 or more in a Patreon whatever patronage, you can access the video immediately because I do a preview for patrons a week in advance. Otherwise, it's available for free on Saturday for everybody else.
Nice.
Yeah, so you can look forward to that.
I will.
Awesome.
You should. Yeah.
Well,
And thanks, Kajan. You could say it out loud, man.
Me?
Yes, if you're not, I know you're already subscribed if you're commenting in the chat, but if you're just watching this after the fact or you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Please like this video. If you hit the little notification bell thing, you'll get a notification every time I post a new video. And I'm trying to get a new video up every 2 weeks. I've been doing kind of okay so far. We'll see how it continues. But yeah, thanks to everyone for tuning in today. Thank you, DarthBob, Kajan, and Brother Pink, special guest Brother Pink, for joining the chatty chat, the voice chat.
yes.
And thank you all the folks in the actual chat. The Blitz, I see Blitz, Tom Wilson, Diana, I'm Not David, Bargace was here. Some guy named Jonas Malhand. Don't know what he's all about. Johnny Van Cleve.
That would be me.
Is that about it? All right. Yeah, thanks to everyone who tuned in. And I feel like we just talked about stuff, but I guess that's okay. I guess people will enjoy that.
I mean,
Mr. Pink, you had that moon guy. Were you working on that or just showing it to us?
I wanted to work on it, but then I wound up
Getting-
jockeying screen sharing for the whole time. But yes, eventually I need to work on the moon guy. I did a little moon tour while you were off to show people the various parts of it.
Hans Moon Man?
But yes, he will be done soon. And then I will put him on a base, and I will give him the patented modern synthesis weird entrails made out of
I was thinking you should put a
acrylic
screw
wool.
on his base, and then somebody could screw him onto a pole and make their own Magus staff
Scepter?
with it.
I like it. That's a pretty good use case. Yeah, we'll see if we can make that happen. Yeah, I just want to get him done because it's been too long.
Yeah.
But he's a very beefy, heavy boy, so I gotta put him on a piece of wood.
So we're talking about the challenge for Nidvember this year. My challenge is to finally finish the Talon Horror. That is my challenge.
Sweet.
That is.
like
I
it.
don't care about the theme of the month. That is my theme because that goddamn model needs to get finished, or I'm going to lose my mind.
Tom Wilson said right after he chided me for not finishing my Moon Man yet that he has not finished his Nidvember thing from last year. So maybe that's going to be his challenge.
And Blitz Mechanica said he wanted to do Nid coming out of a Pokeball for Nidvember.
Oh, that'd be cute. I like that. I support that idea.
He needs to do a Gene Stealer cultist dressed like Ash throwing it.
Oh, that'd be good. All right. I think this is a decent time to wrap up for this week. So thank you, everyone who joined the stream. Thank you to my co-hosts. You are all
Thank you for having me.
fantastic.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
maybe.
next stream we do will be a week Friday. It'll be a creature conference stream at the earlier time, and then we'll be back the following week for Work in Progress Wednesday again.
And unfortunately, I
So
think
you
I
look
will be
forward to
back in Chicago once again that week, because next week is the week I'm home. So I don't know if I will be able to have a Work in Progress streaming setup. So I'll probably have to be a talking head again. But
We don't mind having you as a talking head.
Yeah, I mean, I might be able to like maybe work on something like off camera and then show off my progress at the end of the stream or something. But
Describe it verbally.
Yeah. I am
You gotta
currently
get your
lubricating my
travel sculpting kit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of my travel kit, and I'll show where we started at the stream and where we ended the stream.
Hey, that works.
That should...
Yeah, I'm easy. Whatever.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, please like the video if you haven't already liked the video. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we will speak to you again soon.
Please like.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.